Well, we have some upgrades to do on the Humvee this week. Some interior upgrades, some exterior upgrades, some fun projects in between. But the first thing we need to do is get this bad boy back. Let's get to it. It is extremely hot here in Florida, so the first upgrade we're gonna do is a moonshade. So the moonshade is gonna attach on the side, and we went to the local hardware store and picked up some D-rings. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and mount it 9 feet apart, get this thing hooked up so we can work on the next upgrades underneath it. Upgrade 1 complete. This thing's pretty sick. I've had it for a while now, and it's nice where we mounted it. We actually mounted it above the door, which we had to, so we could keep that open and closed. And then you still have the lights exposed, so that way if it's at nighttime out here, you can be able to turn on those outside lights and have a little area. Nice to have this in the hot Florida sun. So upgrade 1 complete. Now let's move to the next one. One of the things I've always kept on the road with me is a welder, and I've had this cheap one from Harbor Freight, and it's honestly been great, but it only does one type of welding, which is MIG welding. So this week we're gonna be trying out a new welder from Simder. This is actually a 5-in-1 welder. In that 5-in-1 welder, it has everything from MIG, which is what the Harbor Freight one that we previously had did, TIG, stick, soldering iron, and the thing I'm really excited to try out, it's a hot stapler, so we can actually fuse some plastic back together that's broken. Really, the big thing of this is it's a 5-in-1, so you have more options to use on the road, and you don't just have one single unit. Now this one is about the same size as the Harbor Freight one, which is $150 at Harbor Freight. And this one actually is on Kickstarter right now for 170 bucks. So we're really gonna put it to the test and weld some things. So we got it set up for MIG currently. I was gonna do some lift TIG, but I'm actually out of gas, so we're gonna go ahead and just do MIG, and we're gonna test out on this piece of metal before we start welding the seat together and just see how it handles. Just dialing in the settings. I'm by no means a professional welder at all. I'm just definitely a hobbyist, but they don't always look pretty, but they work. So this is the quick little fun thing that we welded together. It's just a quick step because stepping like this on the tire to get in there to work is hard, so little baby steps to get in here a little easier. Since you guys know we're gonna be doing a motor swap soon, this is definitely gonna become very useful. Next up, I'm really excited about this component of this, and that is the hot stapler. I've never actually done that before, but I have this Dyson vacuum that I did a Milwaukee conversion and broke the conversion on, so it's perfect to try this out on it. I love having smaller welders that I can run off of the vehicle while we're staying off grid. That's a big plus right there. Frankie just got here, so I figured it'd be fun to have her come in here and do this one with me. So this is the piece that I had. It broke off all the tabs where the screws went, so when you put this together, it does not stay. The screws broke off that were in here, so it doesn't stay together. I figured it'd be fun to try to hot staple this end and this to hold this thing back together so it doesn't just keep falling apart like that. So let's try it out. The trick is with this, they give you a whole bunch of different components. Like this one, I'm gonna use this little snake looking one, and it just slides into the end of this. And then when you push this button, just gets it really hot, like a little iron, and you'll just press it through. So I did the first one a little too hot. I came in a little hot on that one, but the second one worked out perfect. It actually is holding it right there. And at the end, once this cools down, I'm just gonna clip those two off, and I'm gonna let Frankie do this last one, important spot. Keep it. Okay, let off. And just hold it still. There you go, good job.
Did it!
How sick is that?
That is really, really cool.
Honestly, you saw how easy it was to pull it, try to pull that thing apart.
I'm sure I can find a way to drop your vacuum and break it again. No, it's not coming apart. Gosh, that's actually really nice.
There's a little bonus upgrade for you. If you want to convert any of your Dyson stuff, they make little conversion kits. I'll also link it below. And that way you don't have a whole bunch of chargers sitting around. You can just use ones for your tools and whatnot and just click it in. How stoked are you?
I'm very happy. It's my favorite thing. I get mad when someone tries to vacuum because I enjoy vacuuming. And I'm really happy that this is finally in here and we don't have to use a broom. And I broke this originally.
Overall, being a 5-in-1 unit is going to be a game changer. You never know when you're going to need something like this on the road. I've had to fix everything from bumpers to ladders to you name it. Regardless, it's good to have something like this. And it's small enough and it can be powered off of our system. So that is this upgrade. Let's go to the next one. We're going to be adding a mosquito net, which is something that we've definitely needed when camping off-grid in this thing. The bugs get kind of bad and it's a big open space. So let's get this mosquito net added. This is what happens behind the scenes. Well, that's definitely a nice addition. This is one thing that has definitely been a problem when I've gone camping is the bugs. Do have to do a little seamstress work on the bottom of it just to make it perfect. Man, what a difference this will make. So those are some fun projects that we needed to knock out on the Humvee. Let us know any other ones that maybe you think that we should knock out as well. And we're gonna be switching gears now to the bus build. And we have a lot of fun things coming up, from repainting the outside to resurfacing the roof. We're gonna be redoing a lot of the inside components and getting this thing ready to sell. So we have some fun videos coming up soon. Stay posted. Is it recording? Oh, yeah, it is.